Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today you find me on a Berries coach on a sunny day heading towards London. It's another there and back challenge. Today's video is sponsored by Heart of the Tribe Gallery, where art meets community. More about that later. Well, today's challenge is a rather exciting one and I'm looking forward to doing this. The challenge is, can I get from Glastonbury to the end of Southend Pier and back in a day? Bearing in mind Southend Pier is a very, very long pier, and it's so long it has a train that takes you to the other end. So my plan is to go there, catch the train, get to the end of the pier and get back to Glastonbury in one day. And we're going to meet some subscribers on the way. So let's go. So welcome back. We made it to the Southend train. So let me explain what happened. I arrived at the bus stop in Glastonbury this morning at 10 to 7 to catch the 7 bus. However, 7, no bus. 7:30, no bus. 8, phone call. Hello, Berries Coaches. The coach has had an incident and is going to be delayed by at least an hour and a half. We're calling to let you know. First of all, big ups to Berries for letting the customers know. So I had two choices. I could call it off or I could go ahead. You know me, I don't call things off. So you know me, never want to give up. We've carried on and here we are on the train now to Southport. However, I'm no longer confident. When I started this trip I was confident Glastonbury to the end of Southend Pier and back. We can do it. Let's go. Sitting on this train to Southend at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when my coach leaves Hammersmith at 7:15. I'm not so confident, but we're going to carry on. We're going to go to Southport. We're going to meet Pete in the lane. And if for some reason we do fail and I can't get back today, there is a plan B. Just pulling it to Southend. Better get off. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Southend Central Station. And I think I've seen who we're looking for. There they are over there, look. Hello, guys. How's it going? On your home turf now, isn't it? Good to see you. So, Pete and Elaine have been promising to take me to this quirky coffee shop. Now, you know me, coffee shops, cake. It's been a long, long journey today. We're going there before we go to any piers. Piers can come later. Coffee and cake, first things first, ladies and gentlemen. So how are you guys doing? How are you doing, all right?
Doing all right, thank you.
Yeah, it's strange, it doesn't seem very long ago. We were in Glastonbury.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, now here we are in Southport, which is...
Southend.
Do you know what? Let me explain this, ladies and gentlemen. If you hear me refer to this as Southport, it's because I spent 10 years of my life, 12 years of my life, up in Lancashire. And the big seaside town up there is, guess what? Southport. So this is what I would call like the main drag, is it?
Yeah, this is the high street.
The high street. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been brought here and tortured. Look. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think some research needs to take place, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Bakewell Tart research. And as your main and favourite Bakewell Tart researcher, I have work to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, someone's got to do it. It's a dirty job. Here goes. If I'm not out in 5 minutes, send in a St Bernard. That, ladies and gentlemen, stage 1 of the research tells me is very good. Stage 2 of the research is taking place as I speak. Oh, this is good. I will come back here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. If you look over my shoulder, you can see back up the high street we just come down. And as I rotate around, here is our first view of the pier. Down there, disappearing off over a mile out to sea. And the land you can see on the other side is Kent. So here we go. Look, there's a dirty great big tower here, which is a lift. Or you could take the stairs. What do you reckon, guys? Lift or stairs?
Lift.
Lift. Right, let's do the lift, shall we? So what you do is you walk across this air bridge, look, which is way across the road. And over the road there's like some fairgroundy bits and pieces.
This is called Adventure Island.
This is called Adventure Island, is it?
Yeah.
It's not an island, so...
No, I don't know why they called it that, but that's what it's called.
Do you have adventures on it?
We don't.
No.
No.
Bit of a trace description act thing going
yeah.
on there, isn't there? This is nice though, look at this. Let's have a quick look round, look. Oh, there's the docks over there.
So Gabriel, over there is the new Europort at Corringham.
Oh, is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
On the horizon there? That's the Europort. Swing round, swing round, swing round, swing round. There's the pier, there's a big wheel. And there's going to be a lift coming, so I'm going to go right round and see you over there, and I'm not going to miss the lift, which is just arriving, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, so let's go round.
Do you look at the things on the bottom? I can't remember.
Doors closing, we're all in, we made it. There you go, I said we would, didn't I? And as the lift descends to lower levels. This is floor 1.
This is us.
This is us.
This is us.
Look. That's where we came in, just up there, look, we walked over there just now. There it is, look, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're aiming for. The pier. Woohoo! Look at that. That's quite a hotel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been there years.
It looks like one of those things they used to come down on the train from London and...
Probably.
You know, it's probably had railway money gone into it as well. Quite a thing. Look at those rooms on top.
Apparently they're flats.
Are they? All that money just to look at Kent.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's a bridge. Let's cross it, because I believe on the other side there's more stairs and things. Welcome to the world's longest pleasure pier. It is the world's longest. That's no mean accomplishment, is it? And you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as it disappears off out to what is basically an island. So more stairs. Here we go. Cool, look, ladies and gentlemen, if I was a few years younger, I could move down here and get a job on the train. The best job in the world, come and work on the pier train. So here we are, the waiting room. Let's go see, there's a train in the station, let's see what we can see. Here's another platform, and there's the line, disappearing off up the pier. And obviously that train isn't in service on that side. Now then, to avoid being shot, we have to go into this area, over here, to my right, to queue up, otherwise they might think we're cheating and send a guard or have a shot or something like that. So we're going to go all the way around the back here, all the way back out, all the way here, round here, and then back in here to join the queue, UE. So we're joining the queue for the 3 o'clock departure to the far end of the pier. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this pier I think 3 times now, and every single time I've been a cheapskate and I've walked. Today we're catching the train and I am so excited. I'm really looking forward. I'm so glad I met these guys and they suggested this. I wouldn't have thought of it myself. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It's the only thing Southend's got going for it, this pier.
Yeah, and what a shame they
fancy,
took
don't
that
they?
down, look, ladies and gentlemen. The original entrance, wow. Yes, apart from this, what's Southend got to offer? Puzzled looks, ladies and gentlemen.
Not a lot, unfortunately.
Not a lot. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and look at this. Wow, look at that. The office, where all the work gets done. How cool is that? Let's go here. So here we are, all sat down and ready to go. I'm so looking forward to this. And over there, ladies and gentlemen, you can see in the distance, over there, ladies and gentlemen, you can see in the distance the William Bradley. But John Betjeman is no longer a train. He's now a series of weather places where you can sit and stay dry. Benches, covered benches. But at least he's still out there. There goes the doors closing. We are about to depart. So I'm going to swing my camera to the right so that you can see where we are. And I would just like to say a huge thank you to Pete and Elaine here for what is an amazing, wonderful day out. I am so enjoying myself.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the pier comes down and we go up. I think the pier comes down and there's the end of the train on its platform over there. Any minute now we will emerge from the tunnel or the understructure, because it's actually slung under the main pier, or the pier's built over it. There we go, look at the water, look, the tide is in, and here we go. I'm glad the tide's in because it looks better going over water than sand, doesn't it? And here's the pier coming down to meet us, look. Any second now we'll be at the same level, and we will stay at the same level for the duration of the journey.
What's that one? Sorry? That one, what's it called?
Marguerite.
Yeah.
You can actually see down the entire train almost. And here we are. Quite rattles along, doesn't it? Rattles. But it's nice to see something like this still running. Definitely is, isn't it? You can actually see ships out in the Thames because London is that way. That way's London. That way's the North Sea. And of course that is Kent on the other side of the river. How far up is it to London from here?
I think it's about 28 miles, isn't it?
28
25,
miles.
28 miles, something like that.
So we're about 28 miles east of London, coming down the Thames.
You don't realise how far it is, do you?
I know.
It's amazing, isn't it? All the way out here.
Apparently it's a mile and a third.
Just under 3 miles anyway.
If I had more time, I'd have loved to have walked back, but it is a time constraint thing. It's just us arriving. Can't see the other end, because the other end sticks out over there, doesn't it?
Did you bring them 5p? Them 5p's.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the rain.
Those ships look like dredgers or something out there. Look like they're, because the channels here are constantly silting, so they're forever dredging the channels, aren't they? But every time I've been here, this is my 4th visit, they've been out there.
Dredges, yeah.
Never seen them working.
It's a really busy shipping line, isn't it?
It's a huge, yeah, in and out of London. Yeah, in and out of London.
Sometimes you get to see the seals at the end.
There's someone reading the map, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, on the extreme horizon, you probably can't. There is actually a large ship out there.
Actually not working.
And still we're going. Still we're going. If I look behind, you can see how far away the coast looks. This is good, I'm enjoying this. And if I step over here, I think we might be able to see, yes, look, can you see through the windows there? The far end of the pier has appeared. We've almost reached our destination. So we'll soon be getting off, won't we?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are arriving now at our destination, as evidenced by various sheds, the train slowing down, and the presence of the end of the pier. All 3 are good indicators that we've nearly arrived. Okay, no, so we're actually on an old train here, ladies and gentlemen. That green one was a new one. Well, I never did. Let's get off. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, a mile out to sea, courtesy of the train. And if you look back, you can see, if I walk over here, let's go to the business end. Look, that's that track we've just rumbled all the way along from over there. And it's strangely quiet now we're out here as well, I've noticed. And I have just been told that this is the old stock. The new stock is green, and as such they've been having problems with it. These are diesel, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
These are diesel, and the new ones are electric. They're rechargeable, I guess, when they say electric.
Perhaps they've got a very slow charge on them.
Maybe. Well, you couldn't exactly have range anxiety going back there, could you? And here's the, if you can see that in there, that's the diesel motor that brought us out. And again, there's the business end. We'll get out of the way because we want to let people on, so let's get off. So there's all sorts of things now are out here, aren't there, including a lifeboat station, I believe.
That's down the end, yeah.
It used to be Jamie Oliver's, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it?
Mm.
They run a TV show for it. I never watched it, but apparently it took place in there.
Oh, did it? Jamie Oliver. Okay. Oh, Jamie and Jimmy's, yeah. Pucker, I think is what he would say, isn't it? Was that his saying? Pucker?
I'm not too sure.
I'm always a little bit weird around these so-called celebrity chefs opening cafes. It's you're paying for a name, aren't you, normally? Now, if they made if you used to open a pie and mash shop doing £2.50 pie and mash, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we are very close to the Kent coast now. We're almost halfway across the estuary here, with more to see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the sign says everything. We've reached the end of the pier. However, we have a problem, Houston. And that problem is, I'm sorry to tell you, that much as we like to complete our challenges, today we have failed. I have Jeff on here I don't know if you can see him because it's sunny. I have Jeff on the phone. I'm just consulting with the brains of the operation because we are failing because of the coach delay this morning, put us an hour and a half behind. We have made it out to the end of the pier. There's Pete in the lane over there. However, I'm not going to make it back in time to get my coach to Glastonbury. So, bit of a disaster really. However, upon consulting with my left hand, right hand and both hand man here, we've decided that I'm going to stay in London tonight, and we're going to kill two birds with one stone because we've been looking at these pods, haven't we, Jeff?
Yes, I think they're very unique.
Yes, they're big in Japan. The idea is you get a shoebox, you cut a hole in one end, and a bit like a cat, cats like sleeping in boxes, you crawl in that hole, close a curtain, and that's your bed for the night. So we've got our first one in Britain, and it's in London. It's in the St Christopher's Hostel, and it's near London Bridge. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to head back there tonight. Now, the good thing about that is it means I get to go back to Greenwich and have pie and mash, and you know how much I like pie and mash. Incidentally, in other news, Beth, who is the amazing courier who does the Thursday Berries coach, and I've been coming up on Thursdays quite a lot, told me today that she's half Cockney, not born in the West Country, and only told me where probably the best pie and mash shop is in London, and it's called G. Kelly in Bow. So there is a visit coming up to G. Kelly in Bow where we're going to go and see supposedly probably the best pie and mash shop in London. I like a challenge like that, so we're going to do that. But for now, I'm going to think about a new itinerary, work out how to get to London, get this thing booked, see if I have got a room for the night, and we'll report back. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to show you that the tide is in fact in, look down the stairs. Just past those knackered looking pigeons there, and you will see that the tide is quite high. This I'm glad about, because if it had been out, it would have been like a train across sand, but it felt like you were actually coming out to sea on the train with the tide being in. Now, there's a signpost over there, which we're going to go and have a look, see how far we are for some places. A bit like the one you'd see at Land's End, you know, the sort of thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Southend Pier. We are 1.3 miles out to sea. Dunkirk is 79 miles in that direction. Red Sands Fort is 12 in that direction, and if you went that way, straight through that lamppost that you can see over there, in 187 miles, you'll be able to smell cannabis because you'll be in Amsterdam. Looking the other way, and I'd love to be there, in that direction, 3,493 miles away, is New York, because if I was there I could be on a train and with my buddy Jeff very quickly. London, where we just come from, is 37 miles that way. And Hadley Castle, which we saw on the train, that was Hadley Castle coming down, we saw, is 5 miles that way. In fact, I think you can see it sticking up on the horizon. This, I've got to say, it does feel like it felt when I was a kid going to the seaside with my mum and dad, a little bit. It really does. And here's the bit that'll interest Jeff. We've got fishermen. You've got fishermen down here.
We're fishing off the pier at the moment, and we're fishing for smooth hound, which is like a taupe, like a small shark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sharks? Ooh.
Gummy shark.
Oh, gummy shark. They're gummy to death.
And also bass.
There's
Bass.
one in here as well.
Ah, no, bass. Is that like you get sea bass in those chickens?
Yeah, sea bass. Yeah.
Because that's the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you get much of that out of here?
You can do, yeah.
Can do
It's
some.
a bit slow today. But,
Is it?
yeah.
Is it because the sun's on the water warming it up? Or
No,
nothing technical like that, just a shit day.
Just think some of the species were a bit late arriving this year.
Yeah. Wow. The water's a nice colour here, isn't it, considering? Well, guys, thanks for talking to us, because I know 3/5 about fishing.
Yeah.
This is Southend Pier, and yeah, this is where we catch cod.
It can be good fishing.
Gummy sharks. I like that.
Gummy shark.
Who'd have thought that, ladies and
Sharks
gentlemen?
with no teeth.
Sharks with no teeth. They're my kind of sharks, they are. See, they're talking fish. I don't know. What's this you're talking about?
Rock eel, they're edible. Them gummy sharks are edible.
Oh, are they? You can eat them. Ooh, I'm interested. So, there's a roof up there. Can we go up these stairs and get on it?
Yeah, sometimes you see seals up there.
Seals? Up there?
Yeah, it's
How do you get up the stairs? Gotcha. And here we are, look.
Yeah, apparently this is where loads of seals have been seen. Down here.
Because they've all buggered off because I'm here today. Seals! Earth cooling seals. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, seals appear there, except when I come to town. Then they all take a holiday to Southport. See what I did there? But look, this does give you a really wonderful view of the pier. The longest pier in the world, it has to be said, on its way back to the north coast and Essex.
Wow.
Fabulous, isn't it? What a view. What a view. And the coast along here, and that goes out, that's going out, that will go out eventually become East Anglia.
So that goes Fort Bay,
Fort Bay.
Foulness, which is a Ministry of Defence
Oh,
land.
haven't they got those listening concrete things around here?
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah.
Yeah, they're around here somewhere.
Also, if you can see, you see there's like a small black line. That's a continuation of a massive fence that was put there during the Second World War to
Okay.
actually stop Germans actually coming and landing, and it's still there. No one's ever taken it
Did I
down.
hear somewhere there's a mulberry harbour here?
Right, yeah. It's where is it?
It's out here somewhere.
It's probably, this might be outside. It could be under.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Normally you see it. Yeah.
There's a huge ship out there on the horizon as well. And of course it's the communication stuff. And there's a big bell. Are we allowed to ring the bell or do you get shot? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a bell. I've got to do it. I'm sorry, I'm a kid, you know? I'm a kid in an old man's outfit, but never mind. Let's go do it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the bell. That does sound quite nautical from in here, doesn't it? Well, there was a proper thing to hit it with, so you must be able to, because look. Now, if this was...
Radio cover line.
Yes,
Remember that? The
yes.
pirate station.
Well, I suppose, really, we'd better head back. Because having failed miserably due to circumstances beyond our control, which, of course, is always going to be a potential issue when travelling on public transport. So I don't mind. I don't mind. It's nothing we've done has made us fail. And up there is where the chaps and the brave guys from the RNLI do what they do up in their office up there, keeping people safe out on the water at their own risk. Wow, and again, you can see back up the pier there to where we came in by the big wheel. In fact, we came in on the other side of the big wheel, across all those bridges. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to stop filming, ladies and gentlemen, because I've got to look on my picture, my phone here, and I've got to work out exactly what trains I can get to where and when, so that I know how much time I've got left. So I'm going to go and find a seat, park my arse on it, and do a bit of calculations. Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to return to the mainland. Hopefully we can squeeze on somewhere and find a seat. I hope they don't charge us extra for bringing Jeff with us. We've only paid for 3 tickets, mate. They know I brought you with me.
I don't want to take up much room.
No, you don't. So this is cool. This is really cool. I so enjoyed this today. Here we go.
Well, I've got a Glastonbury. I spoke to Kevin.
So we're lucky to be travelling on this one, really, because they replaced them last year with the new stock, but they're having trouble with it. So you don't be many more chances to ride on this old stuff. This is the passing point here. Now, when they get busy, they run 2 trains, don't they? I don't think they're doing that today. Maybe they are, I don't know. But we're at the crossing point here. As you can see, there's double track. The idea being that one train parks up and the other train passes it. But as there's no train in the passing loop, I strongly suspect that there's only one train in use. So at the moment, the walkway is beside us. This is how people walk out. But in a minute, you'll see that start to rise. And the train will then dive underneath that, and that is where the station is. These challenges are made to be failed. If we don't fail occasionally, they're not really a challenge, are they? And here comes the walkway rising, look. We're going level and the pier is going up. And soon you'll be able to see underneath the pier as we go down into the station. If I look over here, look, you can see the structure of the pier above us as we pull in with the water below. The pier above, there's an engineering train from 1835, and up here it's going to get very dark, but here this is the new electric train that isn't working or isn't in use. We don't know why, but it looks like they're doing some work on it to me. These are the charger units that charge it up. Maybe it's a charging issue, I don't know. They're periodically along the platform there are the charging units. There's more there, look, all lit up. So I don't know. I will ask on the way out. Maybe we'll have to come back and try this challenge again and work on the and go on the new train. That might be another challenge, mightn't it? And let's go and have a look at the newer stock.
Yeah, these are the ones.
As you can see, they are definitely doing some work. But look how big the doors are. If you see the door we just got out of over there, it's absolutely tiny, look. It's one person wide. These are all at platform level, nice and wide for wheelchair access. And great big huge windows. Look at the difference in the windows. Massive windows. And that's the bit I want to go and see is the office. There's the office in there. That's where all the fun happens. That's where the lucky man who drives it sits. Now, somewhere back here is my ticket, so I better go back. Why aren't they using these green ones, the new ones?
Oh, at the moment, I don't know. They're just getting repaired.
Oh, they're getting repaired. Okay. So there you go. That's the official statement. They're being repaired. It is fairly new technology, and I think they've been having trouble with it because they're rechargeable, aren't they?
Those trains have been more time broken down than running.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh dear. I tell you what. If you want fish and chips, come to Southport, because where I'm stood, I think I could see 5 fish and chip shops. Look, they're everywhere. Loads of them. So we've got to go this way, and we've got to go up that tower over there now to go back the way we came. And look, wonderful Victorian hotel. What an amazing place that is. And there's a casino in there as well. So if you fancy losing your shirt, that's a good place to go. Because I'm sure they'll take it from you, won't they?
They will.
They will indeed. And here's a history of the pier, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to walk across here. Do feel free to pause the video. We would go to the museum, but sadly, it's only open at the weekends. I've got to say a huge thank you to the wonderful Pete and Elaine who've been my hosts here today. They've looked after me really nicely and they haven't kidnapped me or anything yet, which is really, really good. So we're not going to go up that tower, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to walk past that tower. We actually, on the way down, came down that tower, so you have seen it. Anyway, I'm now walking towards the station. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the Wendy's. I'm going to go in and get a milkshake, as you do. And these wonderful guys, Pete and Elaine, have got to go and pick children up and grandchildren. They've got to go and pick them up. So I'm going to go and do that. They're going to clear off. I'd like to say a huge thank you to these wonderful guys for hosting me here, coming up with this challenge, which I failed, incidentally, through no fault of my own, and being such good eggs and taking me on the pier, which on the track. I really enjoyed that. I so did.
Good.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you again.
We'll see you in December.
Nice one. Ta-da. Bye-bye. And there go some really lovely people. Now, if you want me to come and visit you in your town, you've got something interesting to show me, get in touch and we'll come. But for now, Wendy's is calling. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still sat here with Jeff. I don't know if you can see him. Say hi, Jeff. There he is.
Hello, everybody.
There's Jeff. So we're sat here at Southend Station, waiting for the train back to London. Here comes an inquisitive seagull. Right over there. Hello, seagull. Enough of that. I'm going to get a train back to Barking. At Barking, I will change onto another train and then onto some other trains, and I'm going to go all around little bits and pieces and eventually get to Greenwich, hopefully by about 7 o'clock or even a bit earlier, where we will be visiting Goddard's Pie and Mash shop. Now, as I said earlier on, we were given a bit of a heads up by Beth from the coach, who's half Cockney, and who tells me that there's an amazing one in a place called Bow, which isn't very far from where we go and see Mohammed, our watchmaker. So who knows, maybe next time we come up there'll be a different pie and mash shop, and this one is highly recommended, this one as well. So it's always good to go to. I mean, I found Goddard's purely by walking past the door, but this one's been recommended, so I feel myself behoven that I need to go and visit. We need to go and visit, most definitely. Had a great day so far. I've enjoyed failing this challenge. I could have just not got on the bus and said, you know, stop doing it, but I didn't want to do that. I'll go for it. I'll go for it. Challenges aren't challenges if you don't fail them occasionally. And this was an enjoyable fail, but I will get home tomorrow, and so what I intend to do is I've managed to book in to a set of pods, big, popular in Japan, started to come in Europe. The first one in the UK is in London. Imagine a shoebox, cut a hole in one end and you crawl in and sleep like a cat would. That's where we're going tonight. It's all booked up, so I'm going to go there and then we'll continue our journey back to Glastonbury tomorrow, and then we'll film that, and I will get home 24 hours late, but I will get home. And the cats are being fed. So it's all being taken care of. So we'll wait for the train and we'll talk again later. Bye. Coming at the Westcliff station. Arriving into Barking. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I rather sadly failed in yesterday's mission to get to the end of Southend Pier and back. And I had to divert and stay in London because of the lateness of the bus. So today I've returned to where I diverted to Greenwich. I've come back to Whitechapel. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I've got the same amount of time as I would have had I caught the train I was supposed to catch, would have put me here now. So I've gained no advantage from staying in London an extra day. The same constraints are on as if I was heading home having done the challenge. So we've got to get the next train across to Hammersmith and hopefully catch the bus. Let's go. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we've reached Hammersmith and we've made it in time to catch the coach. So, providing the coach arrives and gets us home tonight, which they always do, the chances are, if we can prove that had we not been delayed by the coach yesterday, we would have got there and back. So we'll get back to the station in a minute, we'll catch the bus, and I'll finish this video from the bus, because once we're on there, we know we've done it. But for now, from Hammersmith station, I wish you farewell. As you can see, I've made it onto the coach. 24 hours late. We should have been here this time yesterday, but things conspired against us, so we couldn't do it. So there you go, a failed challenge. It was brought upon us. We didn't actually fail, but it's a fail all the same. But I tell you what, it was a great fail. I really enjoyed going out on that railway yesterday onto the pier, and of course the pie and mash and all the other bits and bobs have made it an enjoyable 2 days away, although it should have been just the one. So thank you for watching the channel. I hope you enjoyed this challenge, albeit a fail. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one. We've got some interesting challenges lined up actually, so watch for more. They're coming soon. But for now, bye bye. The Heart of the Tribe Gallery is a community art gallery situated near the top of Glastonbury High Street. They host amazing exhibitions supporting local artists, and they have a beautiful secret garden out the back. So be sure to check them out and support local art.